Yeah, I definitely would recommend the Law Practice Exchange to buyers and sellers. I mean, I think Tom really knows his stuff. I think he's at the forefront of acquisitions in the law firm space, and does a great job connecting buyers and sellers. I think for me, I realized that with a law firm, starting from scratch and building it up, and I had started my firm pretty recently when I came into this process. And there's a lot you have to build, in terms of processes, procedures, working how you're going to do certain service lines, how are you going to, what softwares are you going to use, and I think all of that, there's an advantage to acquiring a firm because they've already have tested and proven that certain things work, and they have employees that know how to do certain services. And so it's kind of just it allows you to kind of accelerate that growth curve. One thing I would say that stands out to me about the acquisition process versus organic growth is, especially when you're in a niche practice, there's only so many attorneys in that space, and so it is more difficult sometimes to organically grow because there's not a lot of people that do what you do. And so if you find a firm that's in that niche, I think it's a really good growth strategy that accelerates growth in a way that's going to take you a lot longer organically. And I think that's proven true for us. I think buying a law firm really helped me to understand just the financials of law firms a lot better because, I learned how does a law firm get sold? What are the financials that matter? And also, how do you build a law firm so that you could eventually sell it? Because being a buyer in that process taught me how to become a seller, maybe in a decade or whenever down the line. You know how to basically build a law firm and what are they going to look for and what do you have to establish so that someone could come in and take it over at some point. I did not know Tom before. I got to know him through the transaction, and he was really helpful in thinking through, both how to structure it, but also really the transition. And I think that's, for a law firm particularly, that's really crucial, is that you're buying the practice goodwill, which is in a lot of ways associated with the prior owner. And so understanding how to best transition that is critical in that process. And he was a really big help in kind of setting forth a structure for doing that.